Yeah, so you can come over here, okay, into this LabX. LabX. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can come over here and you can start you will get 60 minutes you are getting per day, but you can use different email IDs. If suppose if you are having three email IDs, so you can use 3 hours per day. Okay. But here you can use just Linux operating system. Okay. They are not providing the Windows operating system. Okay. In later sessions, we will be learning about Linux also in brief. Okay, because this is also important. You need to know how to create a Linux server, how to install some applications, or how to run some websites on the Linux server. Because you people are aware of this Windows server, okay, Windows ecosystem. Because on a day-to-day basis, you are using Windows only. You should be little bit aware of this Linux system also. Okay, because we are into the infrastructure domain now, so we need to know what both the operating system. Okay, so as you know, Linux runs mostly on command line. Okay, like Windows, we don't have that click option over here. Okay, we cannot click and perform the activity. Okay, so so for today, what I'm trying to say you is, see inside my array, why it is not okay. So see inside my physical system, I am running a different system. That is what? My Linux system. So how this is happening? This is happening through some cloud providers like LabX. So what this LabX is providing us? This is providing us a different machine. Okay, or you can say virtual machine. Using that virtual machine, I can do anything. Okay, I can run my application. I can install softwares. Okay, I can perform any activity. So see, this is a machine within a machine. Okay, similarly we can start another different sessions of different operating system. Okay, so this is what? This is only called virtual machine. Okay, so for today I just wanted to show you that, see, within the, we don't have, if you see now, if you see the configuration of this machine now, you can see using some command. Okay, so let's open terminal. Okay, so what is the command to check the configuration of the Linux system? Can someone tell me? It is Ubuntu Linux. Can someone tell me what is the command to check?
Don't know, sir.
Okay, so let's try this command uname -a. Okay, so what output it is giving us? Okay, it is not giving us the complete thing. Okay, yeah, okay. So in Linux now what happens is now, if you want to know about suppose memory, okay, so you can use this command free -h. Okay, so this will give you the memory information. So see how much memory we are having? 14 GB of RAM. In that, four or around 4 GB is being used, and this much is free. Okay, available is how much? Around 10 GB. Okay, so see, this is like now we are not using our physical, like this laptop, the laptop which I am using now. See how much RAM is it is having. How to check that? You need to go to Task Manager. Okay, and you need to go to You need to go to task manager and you need to go to performances. Yeah, see, you need to go to performance. So here CPU is 3.25 hertz and memory, see how much memory I am having, just 8 GB of RAM I am having in this system. Okay, but I have created a virtual machine. I have taken a virtual machine on rent from this LabX platform, and I am getting how much of memory? I am getting 14 GB of RAM. Okay, so see, within seconds, I got this system, this virtual machine, okay, to use or to perform any activity, and with higher configuration I got. Similarly, in Azure now, since this is a free service provided by LabX, now they are giving some limited configuration only. But if you go to when we will be into our Azure session now, then I will show you we can create a virtual machine with very high configuration. We can even take 256 GB of RAM, 1 TB of RAM. So we can run very high-end applications. Okay. So with the arrival of cloud computing and this virtual machine concept now, even on a system with which is having very like low RAM and CPUs and everything now, we just need a physical system, and on that physical system we can create numerous virtual machine and can run numerous applications. Okay, so that is the benefit that we are getting with virtual machine. And see how fast this can be created. It got created within minutes. Okay, we haven't bought this RAM, we haven't bought this CPU memory and everything. We just went to the cloud provider and we took their services. Okay, and we launched the virtual machine, and our virtual machine is up and running. If we want to install anything, okay, if we want to run any websites, we can start doing uh, the things within minutes. Okay, so this is the advantage of virtual machine. So next we will learn how to create a virtual machine. What are the different steps involved in creating a virtual machines? Okay, what are the different parameters in virtual machines? So that we will see tomorrow. Okay, so if you want, you can practice some Linux command on this. Okay, if you are a little bit interested to learn Linux, you can use this platform. Okay, so like, yeah, but it runs on terminal only. Okay, you need to know the commands. If you want, you can practice. Otherwise, once we will be into our Linux session, now, then we can learn that. It depends on you. And yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah, but this is very interesting learning Linux. Okay, if you get interested in Linux only now, so you can move into Linux also. Okay, so that also can be a career domain for you. Okay, and Linux administrators are getting very high packages. Okay, but it depends on you. Firstly, try to learn this Azure only. In Azure only, we will learn so much about Linux also. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So, do you guys have any doubts till now?
No, sir.
No doubts?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Okay, yeah, tell me the mystery.
So in Azure platform, we will be creating virtual machines and we will be running those, na, sir. So through Linux also we can create a virtual machine.
Uh,
Can we
Linux
create?
is operating system. Now we need virtual machine is a compute service. Okay, and for taking any IT services, we need a cloud provider. Okay, we can take these services from the cloud providers only, And the cloud providers are Azure, AWS, and GCP. These are our cloud providers. Okay. So we can rent. These are small cloud providers. Okay. This LabX and these na Oracle. Oracle will provide most of the services, but these LabX and there are so many actually. I used to know about so many sites and cloud providers, but they are providing very few services and for very limited time. But when it comes to uh, like all the IT services or most of the IT services now, they are being provided by Azure and AWS only. Okay. So like Linux is a operating system. Okay. Linux is also a virtual machine. So for creating that virtual machine, we need to go to the cloud provider only. Okay. If you need Windows Server, if you need some Mac OS, you can create Mac OS also on Azure. Okay. So services we can take from the cloud service provider only. Okay, Linux is a service provided. Okay, operating system service provided by Azure. Okay, Linux is not providing the service. Linux service is provided by the cloud providers. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah. Anything else? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, so just try to research little bit about virtual machine. What is virtual machine? And how what are the benefits of virtual machine? How do we create a virtual machine on Azure? Okay, and what are the different options that we have while creating virtual machines? You just try to go through these points from your end also. Okay.
Okay, sir. Uh,
Oh,
Sir, tomorrow is Saturday, and I mean, we have week off now, sir. So, do we have any change in timings and duration, sir?
okay. Actually, we planned now from Monday to Friday only, but let's see. Do you guys have any plans as such for tomorrow?
Yeah, sir. Like in weekends, if we can plan for 2 hours at least, it will be good, na, sir. So, like only Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Okay. So tomorrow is Saturday. So we'll discuss in the group only. Okay. Just let me see. Tomorrow we'll try to connect. Okay. And yeah, tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll connect. Okay. So because we haven't discussed much now, so we'll try to connect and we'll try to cover few things. Okay. Mm, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We'll discuss about timings in the group only. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Recording is stopped.